Okay, so the first thing I want to do before we start class and we do our silent reading is we were talking about before the bell rang, how you start class in your country, okay? Now, obviously, I was applauding Max, so I'll give you the history behind it. I was applauding Max for saying good morning every day. I like how he does it. I feel that's very gentlemanlike, very businesslike. Well, then you guys brought the conversation on to the next level. What goes on in your country? How does your day begin in your country? So, Yuen, why don't you tell me, remember what you were telling me about your country? Tell us what everyone does in your country before you start school with the teacher.
And just class leader say, stand up, and all students stand up here and say good morning, teacher. And do the ball and say that.
And then what does the teacher do once that formal introduction do? Does the teacher bow back? What does the teacher do in response to that?
Just good morning, student, and sit down, please, and student sit down.
Oh, and so she doesn't have to bow though? Only the students bow?
Yeah.
Oh, and the teacher does. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, now that was when you were in Japan or in China?
In China.
In China. Okay. Did they do something different in Japan?
Just sit down, say good morning, teacher.
So they
They
still
don't
have to have.
stand up.
Okay, so they don't stand up and they don't bow in Japan,
Yes.
but they still have to address her as a group. Yeah. Okay. And then what about in Vietnam?
When a teacher came to class, all the students can just stand up and say good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Okay. Do you have school in the afternoon or the evening?
Yes,
Oh, you do?
we have all day.
All day school.
Like like semester 1, we
Yeah.
have like in the morning, semester 2, I have like afternoon,
Uh huh.
like 2 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Oh, and then what about the evening one?
What?
Do you have an evening one? No. So then you say afternoon. Okay. So now so when you stand up, do you have to bow also in Vietnam?
Yeah, just say good morning and the teacher say thank you and sit down.
Oh, and now does the teacher so you have to bow too though to them?
Yes.
So show an example.
Good morning, like this.
And then how would you address her? Do you say like, you talk to me like Mrs. Kohler? How would you say to your teacher?
Teacher.
Yeah, just say
Teacher.
teacher.
Just teacher, you don't say their last name?
You can say that.
No? Oh, you can't say that, it's more
No.
formal.
Teacher.
So the teacher is very formal.
If you say the teacher name, that's mean like you don't respect them.
Rude.
Oh. So you just say, okay, that's interesting. And then so she doesn't have to bow back in your country.
Or you can say
Some people
subject and
nice,
the
like,
teacher. You say subject, then you say teacher.
Oh, so like math teacher
Yeah.
or science teacher. Yours too? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's every day you have to do that every time.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now David, what about so we'll talk about the Arabic countries. Did you go to school in your country, Karen, or just here?
In Syria.
In Syria. Okay, so how did you start the day with your?
So when the teacher walked to the room, so you just say good morning everyone. You just say like good morning.
Yeah, and remember you had told me like so the teacher doesn't go in until